What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Coming back with another ramble. I don't know. I've been doing a lot more rambles. I'm not releasing them all, but if I can release it, and then if I don't feel like it's it's too depressing or some crap, then I'll release it. Other than that, I save it for my own inventory to watch, look back on, and stuff like that. To remind me of some of those times. And I guess that's all one can ask for. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it gets like real personal, and it gets deep into like the feelings of what I was feeling at that moment. And you know how it is when you reminisce. Excuse me, but you also you're reliving when you're reminiscing about those things, right? And whether it be good, bad, or in between, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, it can be something that helps you move forward. It could be something that holds you back at the same time. So hopefully it's something that helps you progress forward, and that's one of the biggest things anybody can ask for, and in remembering any of these memories, and help you go forward and not only make like better decisions and stuff like that, but to be a little more mindful going forward, because as I remember quite a bit of stuff from my memories, and even going back and listening to myself as I talk about these things. I'm reminded about things that I've got to be mindful for, due to like a naive nature, due to inexperience in life and stuff like that. I wasn't able to see some of those signs from people that weren't necessarily the best for me, and who were just there to use me, or those around them, everybody around them, because some of those people, at the end of the day, they don't care who they use, who they trample on, or who they throw off to the side, and a lot of times they talk like big games, but their actions at the end of the day, they show what their intent really is. I have people that they claim that want to like apologize type shit. They're grown people. They can find me very easily, right? On social media or something like that. And I block people like that. I only block like bots who message me talking about, give me your bank account type bullshit. Or did you hear about this program? And it's like, block, insta block, It's like some fucking scammers talking about give me your ID type shit. Like, fudge you, like fuck all that. But, let's say I'm not really friends with somebody who I was probably pretty close with before, I ain't gonna go just block them. I know that, they're a real person, and I'm a person that hopes and wishes for everybody's well-being, and hopefully they get better and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to mend a relationship that I didn't break, that I cherish, but the other person did not, and I leave it up to them if they want to pursue that, because it was them who showed through their actions that they didn't give two fucks, that they didn't care, and if they want to mend those things, if they're grown adults, they can go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? I'm here, but depending on what they do, you don't. Nothing's ever going to go back to the way it was. Never in your life, never will it ever, and never should you expect it to, I guess, and because you're a much different individual than you used to be. You've been through some more life experiences as time goes on, and you've seen more of the reality, and how some people actually view the world themselves and how they treat others, and if they actually care for you or not, you know. Even if it was just like a summer friendship type shit, you know, or it could have been a bond that you thought might have lasted a lifetime, and long and behold, it didn't, you know. It happens, man, it happens. And, you know, not everybody can get friends that will be there for the rest of their lives, you know. A lot of people, it's rare. For some people, they're like, pretty common for me, you know. So, I guess it all depends on, at the end of the day, of the support, the people that you meet, you know. But like I said, those people, they can not necessarily ask for forgiveness. They don't have to do anything, you know what I mean? But if they're gonna go around and like they tell your friends that they want to make stuff right and stuff like that, they're just talking out their asses, right? They're just talking shit. If they really meant it, they truly meant it, they would, you know, especially when they're grown motherfuckers, you know, they're able to contact you at any given time. Their actions are showing, going against what they're saying, and you just leave them there. Then let them be there. Let them sit there and say that they're doing stuff that they're not really doing, and that they want to do. They want to make up for some whatever the fudge they want to make up for, and continue not to do that. When we all know how easy it can be just to reach out to somebody, and you know, so. It is what it is. I'll let those people sit there and pretend to other people that they're trying to do some shit. So it's no skin off my back. It's no skin off my back at all. Mainly because, you know, it's if I was in that position and I really meant it, I'd reach out to them, you know. But I'm not, and I'm not going to, you know. I'm not gonna, when you feel like you're the person that fucks something up, and you have to say this shit to people, like, oh, I gotta go make amends with them, and then you continue not to, but you want those people to talk to that person to get them to go talk to you, like they're the ones asking for forgiveness. That's what it is, you know. Like, in a way, that's saying that you weren't wrong at all, that you didn't make a mistake, and you're not really fucking growing, right? Your head's still stuck in your fucking ass. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Don't care. But if I was in that position, I'm a person that's able to identify when I do some shit wrong, and you know, I say it, and I would go out and be like, hey man, that's my bad. Especially if I want that, try to work on that relationship, right? I have a buddy talking to her baby daddy, and you know, I guess he got married or whatever. I half listen sometimes, but I know it sounds horrible, but you know, because it is what it is. You know, those are your relationships. I don't give a fuck, because those are your choices. But also at the same time, when they say that they're not doing something, but they actually are, that's when they lose me, right? I don't care anymore. But he's trying to talk to his son, and his son's like, fuck you, I don't want nothing to do with you. You know, because he ain't been around for his son, obviously. And it's like, you gonna let him talk to me like that? It's like, he can do whatever he wants. He's a human being himself. There's a reason why he's talking to you like that, you know? And it's not up to other people to make people like you, to talk to you and shit like that. You got to work on those fucking bonds, dickhead, you know? If you want that boy to accept you and talk to you like you're an actual person to him, like you're his dad or some shit, how about you work on that relationship, man? How about you work on those relationships? How about you try to be there? How about you take some interest in that instead of being stuck in your own bullshit, you know? So it's easy to say, I guess, because I'm not in that situation. But I'm doing my best not to put myself in that situation, you know? Be there for my son, talk to him as much as I can, and, you know, obviously we live together. You know, we're in our household, right? And doing my best to try to teach him stuff like that, you know? And because I see it all around me, right? And I'm sure everybody else sees it too, that, where there's just people that just don't give a shit, man. They could be a dad, they can be a mom, and they're just worried about running around doing drugs and stuff like that, and wondering why people think they're a piece of shit, or, and they don't want to put down the drugs, they don't want to be around people, they don't want to work on those relationships, they want to talk bullshit, have fun, and do whatever, which is fine. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But when those people come of age, and those people, and and they don't want nothing to do with you, don't cry about it. Don't cry about it because you ain't do a goddamn thing for them, And it kind of falls into, like, to me, that relationship with my grandpa of him proving that he changed and that he became a better person and stuff like that, because anybody could go on and, for some of those things, those abuse and mental, physical abuse, and, they can stop talking to those people. They can kick them out of their lives, and and nobody would blame them, nobody at all. I wouldn't blame you, and I would understand, what you feel. But if you choose to forgive them, do it because they proved it, because they're showing through their actions, not trying to bullshit people, not trying to say that they're doing stuff when in reality they're not even reaching out, And I got my one buddy who's saying, he has his own gripes about stuff, and talking about how he was, it was his own father that he reached out, and he was, he had to go through somebody else to reach out to him and stuff like that. But he doesn't want to reach out anymore because this person could reach out to him at any time to even see his own son, to see his own grandchildren, but he doesn't. And, that's his situation. And he's like, like, some part of me want to say, hey man, if you feel like you're going to regret it, go on, reach out if this person doesn't have much time left. But at the same time, I understand, like, that person can, like, if he's at the end, reaching the end, you would think he'd want to see family. He'd want to see his grandkids or see his son before he goes, and it's hard. And, like, I can't say nothing in those situations. You're like, you make the best choice for you, Young Guamazen, you keep going, you do what's best for you. And, sometimes you just gotta listen. You don't say nothing, you just pray for your friend, your loved one, your family member, and you try not to cry because you like, dude, I understand, so, try not to cry here, but little tears, but, because you're like, you're a strong person, man. You're a great person. You're a great father. You're better than what you think you are as well. And nobody's going to judge you for choosing not to be around that person to reach out for them, because, like you said, those people, they can talk shit if they don't reach out and shit like that. That's on them, that's on those guys. That's not on you. Don't live with that burden. Don't live with it at all. So, keep going. One foot at a time, man. You'll come to a time when you'll see those people again anyways, Unless they go to hell or you go to hell or something. I don't know. But I don't know. Like, people believe in different stuff, right? And, like, a lot of people are just convinced we're all going to hell and stuff like that. But I don't know. I personally don't know, because our religion is a little bit different. So, it's referred to as a different place. So, I don't want to talk too much more about that because, people are just be like, oh, this guy's a weirdo and he talks about that, whatever, But it is what it is, we all have our own beliefs. We all have that, and we all choose to move forward in our lives, to forgive those who wronged us and stuff like that, you know. Or we choose to forgive them or not, you know. Whatever the case may be, I hope that you become happy with whatever choice that you make, and you know, because ultimately it's you who makes that choice, nobody else, and I I can only agree with you, you know, and come to an understanding on why you did those things, you know, like even if okay, so even if you don't tell nobody, don't worry about what, you know, if they understand or not, you know. Do it because that's what's right in your heart, you know. So, I mean, that's all I can say. I'm a very optimistic person. I'm pretty forgiving, but I don't forget about shit, you know. And I just, I'm a person that believes in action more than anybody's fucking words. So, anyways, I think that's going to conclude this ramble before I go any further of talking pretty much in circles and about nothing, you know. But it is what it is. Hope you guys had a great one. Have a great one. Have a great weekend, and you know, have fun with your loved ones. Probably, if you haven't carved any pumpkins yet, it's probably your last chance to carve some pumpkins with, if you have kids or anything like that. So, I know we're gonna hit it up, and you know, I love pumpkin carving with the boy. You know, because it's just always fun. It reminds me of my own childhood, and it reminds. And you know, it's having fun with him and building some forever lasting memories, you know. So anyways, peace out, guys. If you haven't liked or subscribed this, please do, especially if you like the content, and welcome to the family if you're new here. So anyways, peace out, guys. Love you guys. Peace.